Who is eligible to get their work permit within 30 days from the date USCIS received the application of employment authorization as complete? Who is qualified to get it within 30 days? In this video, we'll talk about it. And we'll talk about NVC as well, processing times. Today's video is really about processing times based on recent cases. My name is Bijoux Ngwanda. I'm an immigration lawyer based here in DC. I do work with individuals across the country and around the world because we're dealing with US complex immigration laws. If you're new to my channel, please go ahead and subscribe. If you're not new, welcome back. Thank you for subscribing, and please don't forget to hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything. If you enjoy the content, please go ahead and share, like, don't forget to comment below. Also, if you want, please join us on our Facebook group, private Facebook group, where we answer questions live at least once every 2 weeks. Link in the description box below. Let's get right to it. Asylumworks versus Mayorkas. That's a lawsuit that was filed against USCIS. And the lawsuit, the people won, right? It was a class action lawsuit. The conclusion is this. It simply says that if you're a first-time applicant for work permit and you have an asylum case pending with USCIS, you have to get your work permit within 30 days from the date USCIS receive your application as complete. Okay, so asylum has been pending, right? You already waited your 365 days, and now you apply for a work permit as a first-time applicant, asylum pending with USCIS. You must get your work permit within 30 days. That's the law. But is USCIS following it? Absolutely not. You have to be fighting for it so that USCIS can follow it. That's exactly what we did. We have at least 4 different cases, okay, where people applied based on asylum pending. And if I give you the timeline to be more precise, we applied for the work permit on June 13, around June 13. The other one, I believe, around June 15. My friend, 2 months has passed, and a couple of days after 2 months, we just received a notification, basically a case update, talking about the card is being produced. But if you look in totality, it's more than 30 days. And why? Because we were able to file 2 online requests, okay? We had to submit online requests pushing USCIS to act. That's what you should do. And right now, what's happening is that they even they just took out that option, because they had an option there when you're filing that online request based on C8 and asylum case pending first-time applicant. They really had a different subsection for it. Now it's not even there. So basically, if you submit the request, it's not gonna go through. So you just have to call them, push if you're a first-time applicant and asylum is pending. And basically call them. If you don't get it, then go to the ombudsman office and just file your inquiry there. You really have to push them around. At least they didn't wait for 90 days. At least they did it within maybe 70 days. And then that goes the same for ASAP and CASA members. They're not really following the 30 days rule. You really have to push so that you can get it even within the 60 days. Push them. Okay? We are talking here about first-time applicant only when asylum case is pending. Okay? We're talking about work authorization. Asylum pending, when it's time for you to apply for work authorization as a first-time applicant, it has to only take 30 days, but USCIS is not following the rule. You have to keep pushing until you get a result. That's what we were able to do. After 2 online requests, we were able to get the result. Not within 30 days, but at least we didn't wait too long, okay? So now let's talk about NVC processing time. My friend, if somebody tells you that it's taking such and such time to get your interview through NVC, I don't think they're being fair and accurate with the timeline. When it comes to NVC, since Corona, nobody can really tell you that you're going to get your interview in 4 months, because prior to Corona, it was within 4 to 6 months you get interview. Right now, it's taking a year, in some cases even 2 years. If you like it, then it takes less. But what can you possibly do to avoid delays? If you really have strong delays, just ask for expedited requests. We've talked about expedited requests a lot on this channel. You're welcome to visit my previous videos to learn more on expedited requests so that you can push NVC to act and really give you a date of the interview. That's number one. Number two, what you can do, follow the instructions so that you don't delay your own cases or your own case. For example, if the instruction clearly says that when you're uploading file, you have to put 2 megabytes. That's the only thing they'll take. Just if it's more than 2 megabytes per upload, then you have to break it down or like reformat that PDF or whatever format you're using, because otherwise you're just going to delay. It's not going to be submitted. You're going to delay. Just follow those instructions, okay? And submit the document that they're really requesting. Otherwise, if they look at the document, it's not that, then you have to wait some time for them to open up the system so that you can reload those documents, and that's just delays. They used to really make people wait for 70 days. That's another thing. Another thing too is that if you know you're going to process your case outside of the US, make sure that on your application of I-130, you really say that clearly so that NVC can send you, so that USCIS, after the approval, they'll send the case to NVC, and NVC will send you information to open your case online. Otherwise, if you change, let's say just to change your mind, what you're going to have to do, you're going to have to apply for NVC to get your case by using the form I-824, because they're not going to do it automatically if you didn't put that you're going to do through consular processing. You have to do it yourself. And if NVC is taking long, after 60 days, they haven't sent you after approval, 60 days has passed, they haven't sent you the link for your case, you really have to call them and submit. I believe they don't take phone calls anymore, but you have to submit the request online, okay? Another thing that you have to do is that once you pay your fees, just give it some days for it to be processed. Then it's gonna open the section for you to upload document and to fill out those DS-260 form, okay? And be careful when you're filling out those forms. Any mistakes, it's just gonna delay your case. That's all I had for today, but at least you know that if you're first-time applicant, when it comes to asylum pending with USCIS, you must receive your work permit after applying within 30 days. That's the law. If they don't do it, you have to push them. That's how USCIS works, sometimes with pressure, apply pressure, okay? This is it. Until next time, if you need a consultation, okay, 202-751-2180, email bijoux.ngwandaesq@gmail.com. Consultation fees apply. And you can also just click the link in the description box and schedule your own consultation on your own time. Until next time, bye-bye.